You've been eating eggs all your life, but are they really the healthiest? From luxury salmon eggs to exotic options like quail, ostrich, and even gull eggs, we've picked the best eggs for cognitive longevity and heart health. And if they get a C, they're still good for you. Our rankings are based on research, nutritional insights, and real-life experiences from longtime egg eaters. Which eggs are anti-inflammatory, heart-healthy, or even brain-boosting? They might surprise you. So let's take a look at the eggs that top the list with the Healthy Picks 50. Let's kick off our longevity egg journey with a classic that's likely already in your kitchen, the humble chicken egg. It may be small, but it's a powerhouse of nutrition that deserves a prime spot on your plate. Each egg offers about 6 grams of high-quality protein, crucial for preserving muscle mass and supporting tissue repair, especially important as we age. Even better, chicken eggs are rich in choline, a key nutrient for brain function and memory retention. Many older adults don't get enough choline, and eggs are one of the best natural sources available. Then there's the eye health angle. Lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants found in egg yolks, help guard against age-related macular degeneration. These nutrients are more bioavailable in eggs than in many plant sources, making eggs a smart choice for vision support. And what about cholesterol? Contrary to old myths, research, such as findings from the Harvard Tung-Shin Chan School of Public Health, shows that moderate egg consumption does not increase heart disease risk in healthy individuals. In fact, it may improve HDL cholesterol levels. Affordable, accessible, and endlessly versatile, the chicken egg isn't just breakfast, it's brain fuel, eye protection, and protein all in one. With all its proven perks, the humble chicken egg earns a well-deserved A tier. Our next contender is smaller, rarer, and packed with surprises you won't want to miss. If you're a fan of rich, velvety flavors and extra nutrition, duck eggs might just be your new favorite. Compared to chicken eggs, they're larger with a bigger yolk-to-white ratio, meaning more omega-3, more vitamin B12, and up to 50% more protein. That's a nutritional upgrade your heart, brain, and muscles will thank you for. Many older adults who struggle with muscle maintenance or need extra nutrition after illness find duck eggs helpful for rebuilding strength. Their high choline content also supports cognitive function, a key concern as we age. And thanks to their higher fat content, duck eggs provide a longer-lasting sense of fullness, which may help with weight management in seniors. However, their richness isn't for everyone. Some folks with sensitive stomachs or cholesterol concerns may prefer to stick to chicken eggs. And because of their stronger flavor, duck eggs shine best in hearty dishes. Think omelets, quiches, or even baked goods where richness is welcome. Still, for those looking to add variety, flavor, and extra nutrients to their routine, duck eggs make a standout choice in the world of longevity-focused eating. They might not be as universally versatile as chicken eggs, but they earn their keep on the plate. Duck eggs land a well-deserved A-tier spot. Tiny in size, but enormous in value, quail eggs are often overlooked in Western diets, but around the world, especially in parts of Asia and Europe, they're considered a prized superfood. Each little egg delivers a concentrated burst of essential nutrients. Vitamin A for healthy vision, B12 for nerve and brain support, selenium for immune function, and iron to help maintain energy. Gram for gram, these petite powerhouses actually rival or even surpass chicken eggs in nutritional density. What sets quail eggs apart isn't just their rich, slightly buttery flavor. It's their surprisingly gentle impact on the digestive system. Many older adults who struggle with sensitivity to chicken eggs often find quail eggs easier to tolerate. And due to their small size, portion control becomes second nature, perfect for those watching cholesterol or managing heart health. Whether served soft-boiled on toast, added to salads, or enjoyed as a gourmet snack, quail eggs bring elegance and function together beautifully. Their anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties make them a smart ally in any longevity-focused diet. All things considered, quail eggs punch well above their weight. For their nutrient density, digestive ease, and refined flavor, they've truly earned a top-tier status. Welcome to the S tier. Goose eggs are giants compared to the typical chicken egg, often weighing 3 to 4 times more. With that size comes a serious nutrient payload, rich in protein, omega-3, and a hefty dose of vitamin B12 and selenium. They also contain more fat, which helps enhance flavor and satiety, something older adults may appreciate when appetite isn't what it used to be. But that richness comes with trade-offs. Goose eggs are higher in cholesterol, almost double that of chicken eggs and not ideal for daily consumption, especially for those managing cardiovascular health. Their large size also makes them less convenient in the kitchen, turning a one-egg meal into a full feast. Still, when enjoyed occasionally, perhaps whipped into a Sunday frittata or baked into a hearty quiche, goose eggs feel indulgent and rewarding. They deliver on both flavor and nourishment, just in a bigger, bolder package. So, they're not your everyday go-to, but for their robust nutrition, unique culinary appeal, and occasional wow factor, goose eggs deserve a solid spot in the middle of the pack. Goose egg earns a respectable B-tier ranking, nutritious and memorable, just not made for the spotlight every day. If you've never tried a turkey egg, you're not alone. These elusive gems are rarely found on supermarket shelves. Why? Turkeys lay far fewer eggs than chickens, and most are reserved for breeding. But if you ever get your hands on one, you're in for something special. Turkey eggs are larger, creamier, and richer in both flavor and nutrients than their chicken counterparts. They pack more protein, along with essential micronutrients like folate, riboflavin, and phosphorus, nutrients that become increasingly important as we age. Their slightly thicker shell also gives them a longer shelf life, adding to their old-world charm. But the richness that makes turkey eggs a delicacy also means they're higher in calories and fat. For seniors aiming to manage weight, blood pressure, or cholesterol, these should be an occasional treat, not a breakfast staple. They're perfect for baking or creating a luxurious brunch dish when you're entertaining or simply want something out of the ordinary. While they don't quite crack into the daily lineup, turkey eggs shine in their own right. Turkey egg earns a B-tier ranking, rare, nutrient-rich, and indulgent, best enjoyed in moderation and with a sense of culinary adventure. Pheasant eggs may not be a kitchen staple, but they're a hidden gem for those who enjoy trying something new. About half the size of a duck egg, their delicate, speckled shells give way to a rich, slightly gamey yolk that adds depth to even the simplest dishes. They're a fine pick for anyone craving variety without straying too far from familiar nutrition. Nutritionally, these little eggs punch above their weight. They offer a strong source of protein, plus notable amounts of B12, riboflavin, and selenium, all nutrients that help maintain nerve function, red blood cell production, and immune health as we age. Their smaller size makes them great for controlled portions, and their unique flavor can bring freshness to your usual breakfast rotation. They're not always easy to find, and they won't replace the convenience of chicken eggs, but when available, pheasant eggs bring a touch of gourmet charm to your plate. Ideal for weekend brunches or special occasions. They're a thoughtful addition to any aging-friendly diet. So, while they don't steal the spotlight, pheasant eggs earn a respectable B-tier ranking. Nourishing, novel, and worth savoring when the chance comes along. Now let's talk about the heavyweight champion of the egg world. Ostrich eggs are the largest eggs on Earth, often weighing over 3 pounds and equivalent to about 2 dozen chicken eggs. But beyond the novelty, there's real nutritional value packed into that thick shell. Ostrich eggs are rich in complete protein, making them excellent for muscle maintenance and repair. They also offer solid amounts of iron, vitamin B12, and choline, all critical for energy production, brain health, and reducing inflammation. What's surprising is that, per serving, ostrich eggs are relatively low in cholesterol compared to duck eggs, making them a smarter occasional indulgence. Because of their size, these eggs are not for casual scrambling. They're better suited for family meals or adventurous brunches with friends. Their mild flavor, somewhere between chicken and buttery egg custard, makes them quite versatile in baked dishes or frittatas. Sure, they're not your weekly go-to, but when it comes to nutrient density and uniqueness, ostrich eggs are a rare treat with big-time benefits. For that reason, they deserve their solid A-tier status, nutrient-dense, indulgent, and impressively aging-friendly. At first glance, the emu egg looks like a prehistoric gem, dark green, almost jade-like, and large enough to serve 4 to 6 people. It's certainly an eye-catcher, but how does it stack up nutritionally? Emu eggs contain a solid amount of high-quality protein and essential amino acids, along with fat-soluble vitamins like A and E. That's a plus, especially for aging skin and immune function. However, they also carry a much higher fat content, about 50% more than a chicken egg per gram. For those managing cholesterol or heart conditions, that's worth noting. In a small 2018 study published in Food Chemistry, researchers found that emu egg yolks contain unique lipids not typically found in chicken eggs, which might support anti-inflammatory functions. but that same richness can also mean more saturated fat. Plus, access is limited and preparation is tricky. These eggs take up to 90 minutes to cook hard-boiled. So while they're undeniably exotic and nutrient-rich in some areas, their practicality, availability, and fat profile pull them down a notch. Emu eggs are in a fair C tier, interesting, but not ideal for everyday aging nutrition. Pigeon eggs, delicate, tiny, and often seen more in gourmet circles than grocery aisles. They've been prized in parts of Asia for centuries, especially in traditional Chinese cuisine, where they're believed to support post-illness recovery and enhance vitality. But what does science have to say? Nutritionally, pigeon eggs are similar to quail eggs, offering concentrated amounts of protein, B vitamins, and healthy fats in a small package. One pigeon egg is about 1/3 the size of a chicken egg, so you need several to make a meaningful dent in your daily nutrition. That's both a strength and a weakness. It's dense, but impractical for regular use. They also contain notable amounts of lecithin, which supports brain and nerve health. However, sourcing pigeon eggs is a challenge outside of niche markets, and they tend to be expensive for the nutrition they provide. In short, pigeon eggs are an exotic food with some unique benefits, but because they are harder to find than other varieties, they take a modest spot on our list. Pigeon eggs land in the C tier, unique, nutritious, but limited in practicality. The next one is not just rare, it's wild in more ways than one. Let's take a closer look. Gull eggs. Yes, the kind laid by actual seagulls are a rare culinary find, mostly known in Northern Europe, especially the UK and Scandinavia. They're collected only during a short seasonal window and often under tight regulation to protect bird populations. That alone already makes them more of a novelty than a staple. Nutritionally, gull eggs are surprisingly rich. They're larger than chicken eggs and loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B12, and iron, nutrients that help support brain function, red blood cell production, and heart health. That said, the flavor is where things get complicated. Gull eggs are known for their strong, briny, fishy taste, something that even adventurous eaters describe as an acquired preference. There are also health considerations. Due to their diet and habitat, gull eggs may contain higher levels of environmental contaminants like mercury or dioxins. For older adults looking to support healthy aging, that's a red flag. So while they may have their place in high-end culinary experiences or cultural traditions, they're not practical or necessary for most people's everyday nutrition. Gull eggs settle in at the C tier, nutritionally dense but limited by availability, safety concerns, and taste appeal. But don't fly away just yet. We're about to crack open a true luxury that's been topping gourmet lists for centuries. Curious what it is? Let's talk about caviar, the sparkling pearls of luxury. But beyond the price and extravagance, caviar also offers some significant nutritional value, especially for the aging body and the sharp mind. Each tiny bead is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, which are essential for cognitive health, mood regulation, and maintaining cardiovascular resilience. For people over 50, where memory, inflammation, and heart concerns become more pressing, these fats aren't just helpful, they're vital. Caviar also delivers a burst of vitamin B12, selenium, iron, and high-quality protein in a very small portion. It's like concentrated nutrition in each delicate spoonful. And while we're being honest, yes, it's expensive and often reserved for special occasions. But when it comes to supporting healthy aging in a luxurious, low-effort way, it doesn't get much better than this. Even a small serving can contribute to brain longevity and skin elasticity, thanks to its rich fat-soluble nutrients and antioxidant content. Caviar may not be a daily indulgence, but it earns its crown fair and square. S-tier, elite, brain-boosting, and remarkably age-supportive, ounce for ounce. And just when you thought we peaked, the next one brings a burst of color and a bold, oceanic twist. Want to guess? Salmon eggs, also known as ikura, might be smaller in size, but they pack a mighty nutritional punch. Loaded with heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, salmon eggs support brain function, reduce inflammation, and help maintain cardiovascular health. Unlike some foods that require large portions to benefit, just a small serving of these bright orange pearls delivers concentrated nutrients that are easily absorbed by the body. What makes salmon eggs especially interesting is their impressive antioxidant content, including astaxanthin, a powerful compound responsible for their vibrant color. Astaxanthin has been shown in scientific studies to protect cells from oxidative damage, a major factor in aging and chronic diseases. This makes salmon eggs a natural ally in preserving youthful energy and cognitive sharpness. Many people might be surprised by how versatile salmon eggs can be. From topping a simple avocado toast to enhancing gourmet dishes, they add a burst of flavor and nutrients with minimal effort. Their delicate texture and rich taste make them a delightful addition to any longevity-focused diet. Salmon eggs earn their place confidently. S-tier, potent, nourishing, and a true powerhouse for aging well. Flying fish eggs, often called tobiko in Japanese cuisine, bring a unique crunch and subtle briny flavor that makes them a standout ingredient in dishes like sushi and salads. While they might not have the universal appeal of chicken eggs, the nutritional benefits shouldn't be underestimated. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, flying fish eggs contribute to heart and brain health, two critical areas for healthy aging. Studies show that omega-3 can reduce inflammation and improve cognitive function, which is why incorporating foods like tobiko can be a smart choice as we age. Additionally, these eggs contain vitamin B12, essential for nerve health and energy production, helping many seniors maintain vitality throughout the day. Many who've added flying fish eggs to their diets report enjoying the unique texture and feeling more satisfied with meals that include them, making it easier to stick with a nutrient-rich eating plan. Though not as versatile as chicken eggs, flying fish eggs hold their own as a flavorful, nutrient-dense option. They may not be a daily staple for everyone, but they definitely earn their place as a solid B-tier choice. Next, we'll uncover the surprising benefits of another egg that's long been celebrated for its nutritional powerhouse status. Herring eggs might not be the superstar you brag about at dinner parties, but don't let their humble reputation fool you. Packed with omega-3 fatty acids and essential nutrients, these tiny eggs punch way above their weight when it comes to supporting heart and brain health. Think of them as the quiet overachievers in the longevity game. No flashy moves, just steady, solid benefits. Studies show that omega-3 found in herring eggs can help reduce inflammation, lower cholesterol, and even boost memory, a real win for those of us trying to keep our wits sharp well into our golden years. Plus, they're rich in vitamin D, which is crucial for bone health, especially as we age and our skeletons try to sneak off without us noticing. If you're worried about taste, imagine a milder, less fishy caviar-like flavor that adds a nice pop to salads or toast. It's like the underdog that surprises everyone by stealing the show. So, while they might not be as glamorous as some, herring eggs earn their A-tier ranking for dependable nutrition and delicious versatility. Coming up next, we dive into another egg that's no stranger to fancy meals. Get ready for a treat. Cod eggs don't make a lot of noise, but maybe that's their secret weapon. These creamy, subtly briny gems are beloved in Nordic cuisines, and for good reason. They're rich in omega-3, high-quality protein, and vitamin B12. For anyone keeping an eye on heart and brain health, especially past the age of 50, cod eggs quietly check all the right boxes. Scientific reviews have shown that marine-sourced omega-3, like those in cod roe, can support cardiovascular function, reduce triglycerides, and even help maintain cognitive sharpness as we age. One small serving can deliver a punch of DHA and EPA, fats your brain absolutely loves. Texture-wise, cod eggs are softer and more spreadable than other fish roes. Think of them as a nutritional upgrade to butter on toast with fewer regrets and more omega-3. And unlike some stronger-tasting fish eggs, cod roe offers a milder profile that pairs well with everything from boiled potatoes to whole grain crackers. They may not be as luxurious as caviar, but cod eggs deliver serious health perks with gentle charm. For that, they quietly earn their A-tier badge, dependable, brain-boosting, and surprisingly satisfying. Stick around. The next egg is another quiet achiever from the cold, deep sea. Pollock eggs may not grace fine dining menus, but in Korea and Japan, they're household staples, and for good reason. Called Mayan Grand Giat when salted and fermented, Pollock roe has been a traditional health food for centuries. And it's not just about culture, nutrition science backs it up. Packed with omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins A and D, and high-quality protein, Pollock eggs bring serious value to the table, especially for aging adults. Studies have shown that consistent intake of marine-based omega-3 helps reduce inflammation, a major culprit in age-related chronic conditions like arthritis and cardiovascular disease. Plus, Pollock roe offers a dose of selenium, a mineral that supports immune function and thyroid health. And unlike fattier meats or processed foods, These little eggs give you nutrition without the baggage, low in calories, high in benefits. Sure, their bold taste may be an acquired one, but once you get past the first bite, they tend to grow on you like jazz, music, or kale. Pollock eggs may not win style points, but nutritionally, they're punching above their weight. That's why they lock in a well-earned A-tier ranking, nutrient-dense, culturally rich, and ideal for those aiming to age with vitality and flavor. Found mostly in tropical and subtropical waters, these fish eggs are less common on Western plates, but have quietly earned their spot in coastal cuisines across Southeast Asia and the Caribbean. Nutritionally, Grouper Roe offers a solid package. Decent amounts of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B12, and protein. Not quite as concentrated as what you'd find in salmon or caviar, but still enough to support brain health, maintain muscle mass, and keep your heart ticking with age. For adults over 50, those benefits matter a lot. Grouper eggs also contain choline, which plays a vital role in memory and cognitive function. Studies show that people who consume more choline perform better on memory and cognitive tests, especially in older adults. That's why you should include these eggs in your diet. That's a good reason to welcome these eggs into your rotation. Still, grouper eggs aren't always easy to find, and their mild flavor won't blow your socks off, not flashy, but quietly doing the work. They're not showstoppers, but grouper eggs earn a respectable B-tier ranking, nutritionally sound, aging-friendly, and worth trying if you're feeling a bit adventurous. Tiny but mighty, ant eggs are one of nature's most overlooked treasures, and they're making a comeback in traditional cuisines from Thailand to Mexico. These pearly white, delicate eggs pack a surprising nutritional punch. High-quality protein, essential fatty acids, and trace minerals like iron and zinc that become increasingly important. Preliminary research suggests that ant eggs contain linoleic acid, an omega-6 fatty acid that plays a key role in maintaining healthy brain cell membranes and supporting cardiovascular function. And if you're watching your cholesterol, here's the good news. Ant eggs are significantly lower in total fat compared to poultry or fish eggs, making them a friendlier option for those managing heart health or lipid levels. Of course, not everyone's ready to add insect cuisine to their weekly menu. But for the adventurous eater, ant eggs offer a pleasantly creamy, slightly citrusy flavor, often compared to buttery lemon, and they work surprisingly well in dishes like rice porridge, herb salads, or even fusion-style sushi. They may not be pantry staples just yet, but when it comes to their nutritional profile and aging-friendly benefits, ant eggs earn their S-tier badge, unusual, protein-packed, and a bold choice for the health-conscious explorer. Lumpfish eggs often show up dressed to impress, tiny black or red beads that glitter on hors d'oeuvres like they're ready for a red carpet event. But underneath the glitz? Not quite Oscar-worthy. These little guys are commonly used as a cheaper alternative to luxury caviar, and while they add a crunchy texture and ocean-like brininess, the nutritional payoff is relatively modest. Yes, they contain a bit of protein and some omega-3, but far less than their high-ranking cousins like salmon or herring roe. More concerning is the sodium content. Just a tablespoon can deliver over 250 milligrams of sodium, which adds up fast if you're watching your blood pressure or managing heart health. And let's not forget the additives. Many commercially available lumpfish eggs are dyed and preserved with chemicals, which might look pretty on a cracker, but don't do your body any favors over time. They're more style than substance, more garnish than fuel. So, while they have their moments on the plate, lumpfish eggs fall short in the race for healthy aging. That's why they land a C-tier rating, visually exciting, but nutritionally limited and best kept as an occasional treat. Peacock eggs are undeniably striking. Their speckled shells and rarity make them feel like a delicacy fit for royalty. And nutritionally, they're no slouch. A single peacock egg is rich in protein, contains healthy amounts of iron, and offers some fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A and E, beneficial for vision, skin health, and immunity. But let's not be fooled by the glamour. These eggs are large and high in fat, with a dense yolk that can be quite rich for daily consumption, especially for those over 50 managing cholesterol or heart health. They also lack meaningful omega-3 content, which is something we look for in eggs that support cognitive and cardiovascular longevity. Accessibility is another major barrier. Most people will never even see a peacock egg in real life, let alone cook with one. They're hard to find, expensive, and often used more for novelty than nourishment. So while peacock eggs do have some health merits, they're not practical for most older adults aiming to eat for long-term wellness. For that reason, peacock eggs settle into the C tier. Rare, visually stunning, slightly beneficial, but far from a regular part of a senior-friendly diet. From the humble chicken egg to the luxurious burst of salmon roe, today's journey proves that not all eggs are created equal. Some fuel your brain, others strengthen your bones, and a few surprise you with their anti-aging power. If you're passionate about eating smart after 50, don't miss what's coming next. Subscribe to Healthy Picks 50, where we rank the best foods for your body, brain, and beyond. Hit that bell, because your next health-boosting discovery could be just one click away. See you again.